everything is so green. Hey everybody. Let me just get down to the water here and then we'll have a little chat. How's that? It's like a green freaking jungle in here. Oh, it's so cool. Didn't bring my machete. Should have brought it with me. Getting a little thick in here now. Near the water? Yep. I've been here before, but I don't recognize the way the water's going. It has changed its route and the way that it carves around down here. So there's no beach, but I've been here before. Grass weeds are taller than I am. All right, so guys, I'm not in Michigan. First of all, let me I guess I'll just apologize to you if some time has passed since I've made a video. I tried to make some videos and it just seemed like it was negative but rest assured, I'm doing really well. I'm really happy to be back in the Pacific Northwest, Washington, my home state. I'm here in Capitol Forest and I got really, really homesick. Plus I'm dealing with a couple of personal issues. So this is a great place to be, but I booked it. I drove 2,300 miles from Indiana to Washington State. Took me 4 days, between 8 and 10 hours a day of non-stop driving. It was absolutely boring. I can't multitask, can't do anything. My hands are on the steering wheel. But basically from sun up till sundown, I was just driving for 4 days straight. So that makes it really impossible. And then I get here and I'm like, well, let's give them an update. But it's definitely no secret that I change my plans a lot, often, and that's okay. But when you're on YouTube and you announce your potential plans and stuff like that, people get really upset when you change things. And I didn't, even if I wanted to come back to the Northwest, which I did, I didn't want to do 40 miles a day and have it take 2 to 3 months to get back. So we're just getting a fresh start here, and okay, here's the thing. I'm going to continue to make videos of some unique stuff in the Northwest. I'm probably going to go over to Montana as well. There's a couple national parks I want to visit, but when I say the Pacific Northwest for the next 2 months, possibly, that basically means California, Oregon, Idaho, Montana. But also, okay, so starting tomorrow I have a temporary job thing, a little project I'm going to be helping a buddy out with to earn some extra income and stuff. So I feel like if I'm doing that in the daytime, I'm not going to be able to make videos as often, even though I'm going to get some days off in the weekends and stuff. But I got that going on, plus I'm going to be breaking away to do a couple other things that can only be done here in the state here. So I'll just kind of keep you guys updated as everything goes. I'm just kind of walking around here. It's so much cooler here in the Northwest. Today's high is 71 degrees. It's strange, right? I mean, look at all this moss on the tree. It's just a frickin' jungle out here. If you appreciate what I do on YouTube as far as sharing my life, then you understand that I share the ups and downs, the good and the bad of everything, as well as, you know, when I get homesick, I race back home real quick and regroup, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I hope that you can understand I'm doing this for my own well-being and stuff like that. So this is what I needed. For the next week or so of videos, it might seem kind of vloggy instead of touristy, like the Route 66 type stuff. But I find it hard to not film when I'm enjoying life, and especially when I'm really happy like this. Route 66 took a lot of me, and it was one of my favorite trips, ever. Any particular 2-month time on one particular theme. So it was a lot of fun. But gotta take care of business. So as I continue the next couple weeks here, taking care of business in the Northwest, I will continue to try to find new cool stuff like this in the Northwest and share it with you, so at least we have some really fun, good scenery, and maybe even some quirky stuff as we venture a little bit farther out. But I will just say Olympia, Washington, it's going to be my home base for at least a couple weeks. I am walking back uphill. I'll show you my campsite here at Margaret McKinney Campground in the Capitol Forest. So here's the sea loop. The water here, which was non-potable, was damaged by a tree that fell, so we don't even have any rinse water here anymore, but you can go down to the river and get water if you really need it. And every campsite here around the loop is full. I'm right there in the corner spot. There are still some group sites over here. I got some buddies staying over there. This is one of the two camp hosts here. They actually volunteer their time here and pick up a little bit of garbage that's left behind and just kind of keep the place nice. This is where I'm parked with the awning out. Got the sun up here, but I am sure not getting much solar. It's having a hard time peeking through the trees here in the northwest, but I'll take what I can get. I may have to run the generator tomorrow or something for a few hours just to replenish the batteries. This is our campsite. We got a few dogs over here. Got 3 dogs leashed up here, right there under the table, getting some shade. A little guy here. Jax has his leash out here. He's not out right now. He's inside. He just ate recently. Oh, well, there you are. How is everything inside? Everything's okay? Good. Okay. They've been doing a lot of work here at Margaret McKinney, and they actually clear-cut this whole section above the campground up here. The last host said that they were getting ready to add like 50 sites or something to Margaret McKinney because, as you guys remember from last year, Department of Natural Resources bulldozed and closed up 4 different campgrounds here in the Capitol Forest. They said they were neglected. But yeah, they haven't done anything, and these hosts said they don't even know what's going on. They didn't even hear anything about it, and there's no idea to expand Margaret McKinney. And I was like, well, there actually was a plan because they physically clear-cutted the property there. I mean, they actually put money and work into it, so there had to have been a plan, but they know nothing about that now, so as far as I know, it's not expanding. So in case you're wondering what kind of charge we're getting here through the trees, you can see only bringing in 2 amps right now, but the battery's at 13.1 volts. So we'll be okay as long as we maintain that, but I don't expect to get more than 5 amps coming through the trees, even on those 2 solar panels. And although I got my packages quarterly rerouted in Kansas City, I got a few more packages here when I arrived back home at my post office. And Mike, here, one of them is Mike found and sent me a second briefcase tape deck thing, exactly like the first Savoy, which is exactly what I would have looked for. I'm so glad I opened it before finally searching. So now I have another 120 capacity tapes. So thank you, Mike, for that. And yes, Jack, somebody sent you some stuff, okay? And then Nick sent me a couple things. These are, I believe, wood laser engravings here with jacks in them. They're 3D, like three-dimensional and stuff. They're beautiful. Chevy Nomadic Fanatic keychain holder. That is really neat. Thank you, Nick, for creating those. And then Tanya here took a picture off of my Facebook or Instagram of Jax here. And she's at TanyaGlenn.com, Simple Mr. Sammy. And she made this wood plaque of Jax, which is just beautiful. I love the gloss finish on that. Signed, initialed it right there. That is beautiful. Got to find a place to put these new additions to the RV. Thanks, guys. I'm showing you how I get a little bit more comfortable if I'm in a campground like this with no power or anything, and I'm going to be here a couple days. I've got the extension cord coming in through the back window, plugged into this Stanley 140 watt power inverter, which is connected to my Deep Cycle batteries. On the outside, cord comes out, doesn't matter where it's at, but it is hooked up right here. I put this little Phillips 3-prong and then 2 USB ports so that I can charge whatever I need to out here. Out on the table, I've got my tape Sony player right here for playing music. That's plugged in. Got my iPod and my cell phone here charging. Got my tapes here on the desk like that. Well, I do have the awning out right now, but it's not like I need it. It's definitely not hot or anything. And then I got my other white table out here as well. And even though we're kind of out here in the middle of nowhere, this is an approved campground, and they do have some specific rules which are posted there. They have quiet time at 10 p.m. every night, from 10 p.m. till 8 a.m. Quiet time, no generators, no music, no nothing. But out here, you know, if you get along with your neighbors and everything, and they like your style of music, you know, you can play music at a relatively low volume, and it's nice. I also don't think I shared this particular Sony boombox that I got. It's quite big and hefty. The only thing I don't like is that the antenna's broke, but I can replace that later. It can also run on 8D batteries, but it takes nothing with the power inverter over there. Got it at Goodwill for $12.99, and I even got to test it out because I bought one new tape while I was there as well. The new tape decks don't have the auto stop on the play and fast forward and rewind, so you won't burn out the motors, but once it's rewound it automatically stops and everything. CD player works as well, and it actually has a lot of bass. Gonna listen to some Asia here today. And it does take a remote. I might be able to find one. And then since the volume is not analog, the volume is button, I think a remote would be really nice to be able to turn the volume up and down. Oh yeah. On the back, this one also has a line in. So I don't know how new or old this boombox is, but that's really cool. Also charging up some LiPo RC batteries right here. Got the table set up with some toys. Got my controllers over there. I have the 2 trucks, and then I have the spare Stampede over here. So yeah, play with my crawler. Probably play with the Speed Demon over there later too. Alright, well, although you can't tell, my friends and I basically have the entire C loop here now reserved. All of the spots up to here, except for those 2 corners way over there, the group sites, we as a group of friends have got this whole spot booked, and half of our group is down at the river right now, and the other group went out in a van to get supplies and stuff like that. So I'm gonna camp here tomorrow night as well, although I'll be gone tomorrow. It'll actually be easy enough for me to put everything away in the RV, drive the RV. Man, I wish I had a scooter, moped, second vehicle right now, but the RV is just gonna have to be my main mode of transportation because that's all I got. So I'll go do this job, I'll come back here, stay here tomorrow night as well, and then I'll be looking at some different camping arrangements for tomorrow night, but I don't know yet. So, like I said, these next videos for the next week are going to be kind of tricky. We'll see. I'm just going to play this by ear and we'll just wait and see. I really don't know what to expect right now, but I will do my absolute best from here on out to continue to give you guys a video at least every other day. No matter what, even if it's nothing interesting, but I would imagine that it's going to be very interesting and you guys will love it. So bear with me, guys. This is my time to tidy up a few things before we hit the road again. But, you know, the Northwest is a beautiful place. So from Jax and I, thank you for watching. Thank you for being patient. We'll see you in a couple days. Bye-bye, guys. Hey, guys. This is Jax, my kitty cat. I'm his servant, Eric. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel here on RVing. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up below. Make sure you subscribe, check out all our other videos, and keep following us on the road. Thanks, guys.